Podium Audio presents Confessions of a Hustler's Housekeeper, Book 1 of Confessions of a Hustler's Housekeeper, written by Jahquel J., performed by Jamal Roque and Catherine Dollison.
Prologue. Eve St. Michael's. Every time we get around my family, you do that flirting shit. I mush my husband Khalif while holding our daughter's hand. I'm leaving. I slurred and stumbled back, but still held my grip on my daughter's hand. Khalif sighed and then tried to grab a hold of me, but I snatched my arm back from him. Why you gotta do the same shit every time you have a few drinks, Eves? I was helping her grab the kids' coats. Eves, stop all of this. Everybody is having a good time and here you go trying to ruin it. Tara, my older cousin, told me. I'm ruining it? Didn't your husband just bust you upside your head not too long ago? I shrieked. And I'm the one ruining the mood? I couldn't believe the nerve of her to say some shit like that to me. Tara had always thought Khalif was fine as hell. She liked him 10 times more since she found out that he was in medical school. A black doctor with the swag of a street nigga was exactly what she wanted. Too bad Khalif St. Michael's was my husband, and she couldn't have him. The way she eye-fucked him every time we came around told me that she wouldn't hesitate to ever cross that line if she was given the chance. Khalif was so damn nice that he didn't see what this bitch was plotting. Even her own husband went upside her head because of the way she carried on about Khalif. Every time I turned around, she was either sitting near him or trying to give him a plate of food or drink. So yeah, naturally, I had me a couple of drinks to calm myself down. Why are you putting our business out here in the street? Come back and let's discuss this quietly, she said through gritted teeth. Everybody else gonna sit and lie in your face, but I'm going to be the one to tell you that you have a drinking problem. All you do is drink, and you see nothing wrong with it. If there's a drink, I'ma have it. I rolled my eyes with a smirk on my face. Worry about why your son looked more like Uncle Curtis than his own father. I pointed my finger in her face and then turned to the car. Quickly, I put Talia into her car and strapped her into the booster seat as best as I could. I had a few drinks and enjoyed myself. However, I wasn't drunk, and I knew what I was doing. I think. Eves, let me take us home. You've been drinking and don't need to be behind the wheel. Without as much of a thought, I slapped the shit out of Khalif and walked around the car. He and Tara were sitting there confused as to why I had slapped the taste out of his mouth. Now that me and Talia are going home, you can go ahead and fuck Tara, I told him, and hopped in the front seat. Khalif and Tara were beating on the windows, trying to get me to come out of the car. Talia started crying because she wanted her daddy. She had been a daddy's girl the moment she came out of me. Even at 5 years old, she was still a big-time daddy's girl. It never bothered me because I never had my father around when I was growing up. I encouraged their relationship more than me and Khalif's own relationship. Granted, Khalif had never had time because of medical school. All he did was study and was never home because he was out doing some stupid study group. All for being supportive of my man, right? I sat there and gave up my dreams of becoming a nurse to be there and support his. We had been planning our future since freshman year. We were just friends then, but the plan was for us to both go away to college. I was going to become a nurse and he was going to become a doctor. That plan was going well until I ended up getting pregnant. We were in our last year of college, and I was pregnant. Khalif's parents convinced us that we needed to keep the baby. My mother had never been big on forcing me to do things, so she left the ball in my court. Khalif was so convinced that everything was going to work itself out, so we kept Talia. We came up with a plan that Khalif would finish college and go into medical school. Then, when he was in his residency, I would go into nursing school. When Talia was born, it would be too much to put her in daycare while both of us tried to follow our dreams. So that left me to sacrifice my body and my career for my man. To make matters worse, he had accepted a residency position in fucking South Carolina without even talking to me about the move. He accepted and expected me to just trail behind like I had been doing since high school. I was severely depressed, tired, and mentally drained. I was always with our daughter, with little to no breaks. My life consisted of doing laundry, cooking, and being a mother. So yeah, I found solace in a bottle of gin, wine, or tequila right after Talia went to bed. Me and Khalif's relationship wasn't much of anything because his mind was always on school.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?